Do you ever want to know what it's like to really quit your job, figure out how to make money online, and never go back to a 9-to-5? Well, in this video, I want to share with you the top 5 questions that I get asked most from my email list and followers and people that I just meet at events and seminars when I tell them, hey, I left a 6-figure job. I was making over 100 grand in my 20s to go out there and build an online business and pursue professional golf when I'd only made $200. So a little bit of a risk as I talk about, and again, I do not recommend that. So stick around here in this video because I want to share with you those 5 common questions, the answers, and how you can get started making money online. Let's go. All right, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Michael Leonard, and I'm the creator of Inspire Your Success, a blog, podcast, and YouTube that is committed to helping you build online businesses using the habits of successful entrepreneurs. So this video is all about that. Like, what is it really like to build an online business and quit your job and all these things that a lot of people want to do but don't really understand how it works or how you can do it. So again, I want to kind of go behind the scenes. Nothing tactical here. I have a lot more videos on the channel about freelance writing and making money from blogging and podcasting and other things. But this one, I want to go just deep with what it means to be a digital entrepreneur, to not work for anybody else. And again, just some of the freedom and be able to travel like I am right now. You know, just got done celebrating my birthday, been out of town for 5-6 days now, but I'm still working, still getting stuff done. So that's one of the coolest things that I want to talk about as well. So the first question here that I get is, why did you quit your job? And I think a lot of people are probably in a similar situation as me, but honestly, the main reason I quit my job was I was miserable. Like, I found myself literally in the worst state I'd ever been, yet I was making the most money. And it kind of didn't make sense to me, right? I finally got to one of the highest national sales positions in a company. I was climbing the corporate ladder. I bought the BMW, bought the house. I was doing all the things society told me would make me happy. And then it ended up being absolutely miserable. So again, I don't want you to be like that either. So that's the reason that I quit, though, is that I knew there was more to life than working for someone else. And I'm a firm believer that if someone else is writing your paycheck, they control your destiny. And again, that doesn't mean go quit your job tomorrow and just revolt and try and do your own thing. I had a plan. I didn't have it all figured out, but I did have a plan. And that's what I'll talk about here in a second as well. But at the end of the day, to me, there's nothing I would regret more than getting to my deathbed at the end of the time and knowing that I didn't bet on myself. And we're in this time, guys, where there's opportunity everywhere. I mean, you see 18-year-olds making 100K without any type of degree or education. You see people making money from drop shipping and Amazon and blogging and podcasting and YouTube and everything else. Like, this is the time, right? So it's not like I quit and I just said I was going to go build a brick and mortar. Like, to me, I was just trying to keep costs low. I want to build a business that inspires the world, and I wanted to pursue professional golf. So that was kind of my biggest thing as well, is that I wanted to give myself more time and I wanted to give myself that freedom. And again, I wanted to actually make an impact with my time. For me, when I was working for someone else, I felt like they were telling me what to do and I was working on their dream. And again, I wanted to be working on mine. And it's not to say mine is better than theirs or anything like that. But again, I just wanted to have 100% commitment and belief in myself. So that was why I did it. So that's why I challenge you right now. If you're miserable, if you're like most of the stats that say 8 out of 10 people don't like their job or hate their job, ask yourself then, why would you quit and what would you do with your time? Because everyone knows what they don't want to do, but the hard part is getting clear about what you do want. And I talk about that in some other videos, but that's the first thing I challenge you with that first question. All right, question number 2 is, how did you quit your job? Like, did you just get mad one day and freak out and leave like you're in Office Space, or what was the strategy there? And for me, I'm super anal. I'm a planner, type A. And so I planned the hell out of this. I had a Google Doc that I looked at every single day. And once I made a plan, it took from, I said probably, I guess, March or April of 2016. I said, hey, I'm gonna quit my job, and I set a date on it. Got planes flying around. I don't even know what's happening here in Oregon. But I set myself basically a date. And so I said, all right, I think it was April. I said, by the March of next year, I'm gonna do it. And I ended up waiting until May of next year because I ended up getting a promotion and got a little extra cash before I left. But I really committed to it. I set a plan. I had a Google Doc. I thought about the money I would need, what kind of savings I would need, what I would do for insurance, what I wanted to just kind of have saved up for my house and different other things. So I planned a lot. I did not just get mad one day and quit my job and say, I'm over it, but I really had a plan. The one thing, though, that I talk about in all my videos and I want to be very clear of is the one biggest mistake was not having a recurring income at all. I had made $200 from my blog. It was very, very risky. I do not recommend it for everyone, but that's the biggest thing. Is the biggest opportunity here is I want to help you not do what I did. So maybe you can save a little bit less and quit sooner if you have money coming in. So you want to always prove that something can work. So prove that your online business like Amazon or eBay, if you're doing reshipping and drop shipping, if you're doing blogging or podcasting or freelance writing like I do, or whatever it is, prove that it works as a side hustle before you quit your job. Third question is, well, what do you actually do to make money online? And I try and document as much as I can on this channel and on podcasts and Instagram, but I've been able to do it in a lot of different ways. But the primary income streams right now are freelance writing as a content writer and copywriter, and then also with my freelance writing course and my coaching. So basically, I do a lot of writing for clients in the golf, entrepreneurship, and personal development niche. And then I also help brand new writers. So I have a course, Freelance 5K. I think it's $247 right now at the time of this video. So people can buy that and they can learn the exact system. So I make money from that. And again, I was able to 10x my writing income in 12 months while only working part-time. So I tried to package all my knowledge up into one online course so people can buy it, follow my blueprint, and speed up success. And then I get paid from anywhere from 3 to 5 clients at a time that I write for on a weekly or monthly basis, kind of depending on the deadlines. And those are my biggest streams of income. Some of the other ways I have been able to do it, though, are blogging, e-commerce, online coaching I still do, podcasting, basically through affiliate sales. And I feel like there's been just some random other side hustles out there, but those are the primary ones that I've used. And again, I talk about it a lot. You have to stay focused on one or two because I try to do all of them at once. And again, if you're trying to do that, it's really easy to not make any progress in just a little bit. So one thing I always recommend is pick one or two, give it 3, 6, 9, 12 months if you can. Stick with it, get really good at something, and you're gonna make a lot more money from that. All right, fourth question is, what does your day look like? And it's changing. It's crazy actually how hard it is at the beginning because our whole lives we've had structure, right? You go to school, you work here, you do this, you do, all these schedules that everyone sets for you. But when you quit your job and become an entrepreneur, you create your schedule. So it's up to you. I mean, you could easily sit on the couch and watch Netflix and not leave the house if you don't want. So that's tough at first, honestly. You have to be really disciplined, set a schedule, hold yourself accountable, work at co-working spaces or coffee shops, things like that. But for the most part, I pretty much wake up about 5 a.m., hit the gym or go to F45, a workout class I do, and then I either go straight to the golf course and practice for a few hours and then work the rest of the day, or I'll work and then go to the golf course in the afternoon, or I'll just work sporadically throughout the day. And again, it just is about what kind of projects I'm working on, what kind of client deadlines I have. And that's the cool thing is that no 2 days are the same. A lot of days are different and have different tasks. Some days I'm all podcasting, other days I'm all writing, other days working on new stuff. So it's cool because you don't have that monotony that you have of a day job. So that's probably the best thing that I like from working at home and really making that money on the laptop. All right, and the last question that I get is, do you have any kind of regrets or advice that you would recommend to someone that wants to quit their job but really doesn't know how to do it? And the answer, I could talk for hours and hours about it, but yes, I have a few different tips. So the first thing, again, is to get clear on what you want. Most people know what they don't want. They don't want to be at that job. They don't want to be in this relationship. They don't want to be at that weight, all these things. We all know what we don't want. The hard part is getting quiet, spending time with yourself and understanding what you do want. Do you want to move around the world? Do you want to travel writing? Do you want to be a podcaster? Do you want to do anything in your life? You have to spend time with yourself. Put this thing down and get quiet, right? Meditate, journal, get out in nature. Do things to understand what you want in life, because at the end of the day, no one's going to tell you what to do. People want you to work for them. They want you to do what society's told you to do. So it's up to you to get super, super clear about it. And that means trying new things, failing, meeting new people, getting back up and keep going. Like when I was doing all this, I had no idea that you could actually make money. Like I just got started with writing, and then I wrote a blog, and then I wrote a book. I went to acting classes. I got back into golf. I tried new workouts. I bought a camera and tried photography. I tried drop shipping from China. Like I tried all kinds of stuff until I really started to understand where my strong suits were and what I like to do. So that's the first thing, is get clear on what you want. It's not going to be overnight, probably. It could be. You might have an epiphany like I did and kind of get some of that momentum, but it's about spending time with you and understanding what you want. The second thing, like I already talked about, but I want to hit it again, is to have a income stream already lined up. Don't quit your job tomorrow if you've never made any money online doing what you want to do. Again, figure out little ways. You could do side hustles, you could do freelance writing, you could do all kinds of stuff. But again, prove that it works before you quit. That's why side hustles are so cool, is that you don't have to spend tons of money or tons of time on it. And then from there, you can scale it once you quit your job. And then the last thing, number 3, is to make a plan. Like, what do you want your day to look like? Who do you want to spend time with? Where do you want to be? Do you want to travel? Do you want to go certain places? Or do you want to live where you do? Like, do you need money saved? Think about as much as you can. Make a big giant Google Doc like I did and plan this out. Like, how much do you need saved? What kind of insurance are you going to do? What is your family going to think? What is your spouse or significant other or whoever else? Like, figure all of it out, like as much as you can. And again, don't make that be the reason that you don't quit your job because you plan too much, but make sure you have a plan. Again, this will help a ton. So make sure that you are getting that and have a plan, make some money, and get clear about what you want. All right, guys, well, super passionate, as you can tell. I love this stuff. I'm sure there's a lot more questions that you have about what it's like to really make money online as a writer, an entrepreneur, laptop lifestyle, all that. So hit the comment box below with some more questions, and I'm happy to answer them there. And if you like this video and you want more of it, make sure to give it a like and hit that subscribe and turn those notifications on. So that way, if I go live, you are going to be the first to know about it and can actually interact one-on-one together. So thank you so much, as always, for watching. Down below, also, there's a lot of resources more about writing and making money online, so check those out. And if I can help you in any way, again, hit the comment box, and I appreciate you watching. And as always, I hope you have an epic day.